Season 2, baby!
Welcome to another edition of True Talk on the Couch. I'm your host, Ralph Cunningham, and as always, we got a wonderful show for you guys today. But before I get into any and all of that, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Fatal Grips. They got those grips for you guys, for your remote control, for all of your game controllers. And if you use our promo code at TTOTC.fatalgrips, you can get 10% off. Also, I'd like to thank everybody for watching our show, everybody for liking and commenting. Keep it up, guys. Really appreciate the feedback. Smash that like button. Comment. Let me know what you think of the show, what we could do better, and I'll always get right back with you. What's up, Ezra and his wife, Kyra? Be happy to see you guys back soon. So, today's show, we're talking about Stormy Daniels, if you guys don't know, and Kaepernick. I want to know, what do these guys have in common? A lot of people say probably nothing at all. Well, let's see. We'll start off with Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels, she's an actress, an adult film actress. She has her own studios now. She's done plenty of movies. She's gotten plenty of awards for her movies. She's also a writer as well as an actress and a director. She has her own film studios, so she gets paid pretty much. She could be one of the highest paid adult film stars that there are out there. Her latest accolade, I guess you could say, or the reason why she's out in the limelight now, really big, is because she had an affair with our current president, but back in 2006. I guess they had some type of agreement, in which case they paid Stormy Daniels to keep this situation under wraps. Well, I guess the money ran out, so now she wants more. I mean, it's 2006, and we ain't heard nothing about that until really now that he's the president. So it's got to be about money, because at the time, she was sleeping with dude and she took the money, and it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, me personally, I ain't heard nothing really big about it until now. So my thing on that is it's about money. It's not about anything. It's about money. It's about trying to get your 5-10 minutes in the limelight. She's a Republican. She also ran for well, she was a Republican and I think a Democrat, and she also has tried her hand in politics. I think she tried to run in a Senate seat. Her newest claim to fame is she's got the key to the city. West Hollywood gave her the key to the city. And for you guys that may not know, the key to the city is kind of like an honor, and as well as a tradition. It's basically when back in I guess medieval times, or when they had the gates or the perimeters around the city. Basically, they would lock the city up around, I guess, at dusk or something like that, so that intruders could not come in, and they would and the only way you can get into the city was with a key. So they give those people who they trusted the key to the city, and in that case, I guess that is a pretty good honor. It symbolized, what it symbolized back then, that she's a trusted person of the city, and she's done a lot of things for the city. So now this is where I get off into Kaepernick. He is a football player, or he hasn't gotten a team yet that I know of. I mean, if you guys know if he's signed to a team yet, let me know. But he played for San Francisco, and I think from 2011 to 2016 he was with San Francisco. He was their quarterback. He was a guy that with a huge afro and who was taking the knee when they was playing the national anthem, and he was taking the knee for racial justice, police brutality, and basically just an overall stand against the not having the equal rights between minorities, if you know what I mean. But what kind of gets me is the fact that someone like Stormy Daniels, you know, can get the key to the city and they honor her. Where it is Callan, Mr. Kaepernick has done way much more in which you would want your kids to be like, hey, look at what he's standing for. He's standing for, or kneeling, but he's still standing for injustice and equality. And they won't even give dude the key to the men's restroom at a gas station. And I mean, that just kind of blows my mind that they would do that. To me, me personally, if I had daughters, I mean, thank God I've only got sons, but I wouldn't want my daughter to look up to Stormy Daniels as a role model or somebody who she should symbolize or want to pattern her lifestyle out of. I mean, would any of you? So, I mean, why give her such an honor like the key to the city? Wouldn't you want to give something like that to someone like Kaepernick, who really, is kneeling but standing for something that really means something? I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of injustice that's going on, and they tried to make it out as if dude was just kneeling to make the veterans upset, the people who fought the war, but he specifically, and he told you guys what the kneeling was about. And they won't give this guy the key to his own mailbox, but they give Stormy Daniels the key to the city. So you mean to tell me that someone like, Colin Kaepernick, he wouldn't be somebody that you would trust? He isn't a friend of the city? You don't think that he deserves something like that? I mean, he stood for injustice. And I remember when I guess it was the mayor who gave her the key. He was saying that she stood for injustice, and she, I just don't see where the injustice was. She slept with this guy willingly and got paid. Kaepernick didn't do that. He stood for the wrongs that is going on, and he can't get a job. He can't get a job at all. And he's a pretty good quarterback. I mean, he's not the best, but he's still a pretty good quarterback. And he can't even get the key to his own house. But here you got Stormy Daniels getting the key to the city. And that was May the 23rd of this year. And it just kind of made me just wonder, like, wow, when you sit back and you think about that, how there are so many people who really need to be honored for the real things that they do of trying to make things better. I mean, because it ain't going to get no better. There ain't nothing a man can do to make things better. Only God can do that. But things to, way to, I guess, point things out of injusticeness. And you got someone like Stormy Daniels, when her biggest claim to fame now is sleeping with the president, and her money that he gave her ran out, and now she wants more. And West Hollywood gives her the key to the city when Colin Kaepernick can't even walk through the doors without the alarms going off. I mean, if anybody can see where that is just racial injustice alone, if you can't see that, then okay, maybe it's me, Conspiracy Theory Joe, but I just seem to think in my head that this is something that really needs to be pointed out, that we're giving honors or recognition to people that really just don't deserve it. Really just don't deserve it. And it's just another way of putting something like that, the porn industry and just something crooked like that, on a higher level than what a person is doing when they're trying to fight for, equality and fight for the injustice that's going on. Something to think about. Something to think about. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this air of West Hollywood, man. You dirtball. And ain't nothing else to be said about that. So I hope that everybody enjoyed. Smash the like button on that video. It can only get better from here, YouTube. Peace.